Kelly was making his first career start last week against New England. Just what were your impressions of his performance and how encouraged are you moving forward with him?
Like I told you guys beforehand, I was interested to see how our corners tackled against Josh's run game, at New England, just in terms of how they get the corners involved. Most teams will try to get the corners involved in the run game, but I was impressed with how he stood out there in terms of crack, replace, in terms of the run game, some of the passes out there to the flat. He came up and had some big hits. So that element of toughness from our corner position, that's something I'm looking for each week and looking to build upon that as we go.
Also, look where Max moved inside. What challenges does he present that are unique to playing inside with his style of play?
To me, most of the time when you're moving a longer body in there, it's their length, and then when you're talking about a defensive end, it's their quickness in terms of what the guards and centers have to normally deal with. So that's the biggest thing, and especially if a guy like Max who uses his hands, he's able to keep those guys off of him, use his length, quickness. That's the combination of those two are probably the most critical when you move them down in there.
What's been your impressions of Thomas Booker just from his first game and also his ability to adapt to the team so quickly after the trade?
He's a pro's pro. He came in, with a smile on his face, willing to learn, put in the time, and he has an element of toughness too to him. In practice, we saw that. The physicality was there. He's very strong and he stood out pretty quickly. But it's a pleasure to be around, talking to him during the game. It's been interesting there. He Stanford guy.
When you talk about pros, your linebacker group kind of fits that profile. There's a bunch of old heads, even though they're young men compared to.
I'm an old head.
Same here. So we say that relatively speaking. But what advantages is that for you as a coach to have some experience and savvy there?
The ball conversations. Just to be able to talk football. Not have to draw everything up, reference a play from 2007, 18, 19, 20, whatever, and they know what I'm talking about. It's pretty cool. It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun with those guys. It's been a lot of fun.
I know Eric Stokes season, but I was wondering about the growth of Isaiah Pola-mao and what you saw of him in the last game.
Well, Zay's been one of my favorites for a long time. When he was a rookie, we got him in there early. He's just growing as a field general. To use that term. He's a safety, so he's patrolling the middle of the field pretty well, and that's good to see. And the more reps he accumulates, the more the feel in terms of how the splits are telling him a story. Where is this receiver lined up? Everything's telling us a story back there, and the more reps he gets, the better off he'll be.
Go back to Isaiah real quick. I mentioned to him yesterday, it seemed like he was comfortable dislodging the ball, putting the hit on. Now it looks like he's going and chasing and hunting the ball. Are you seeing that maturation as well?
Yeah, absolutely. We're always, it's open audition for ball hawks. So if you want to get on the field and you want to play more, be a ball hawk. So we try to make that point to the guys, and he's buying into it.
What does Jermaine Pratt bring to the defense that you didn't have last season?
I can't reference last season, but Jermaine, what he brings to us, he brings intelligence. He brings leadership qualities, ability to communicate, and then he's a big body that moves well. So all that stuff are positive.